May the Lord bless all our beloved listeners and viewers. God bless you and welcome back to a new Sharing Gladness program. This is Brother Uzi Pinto, your friend, your server.
At your service.
Yes. So we are welcoming you. This show is meant to bring joy to your heart, to your life, and to...
You're right. Yes, just to help you to relax a little bit. Sometimes, of course, life is something serious.
It is.
But it is great sometimes, to take it a little bit easier because we get worried so much and we cannot solve anything by doing so.
Right. So remember that we are broadcasting this program from Bucaramanga, Colombia. We are part of the Worldwide Missionary Movement, and this program is now being broadcasted on Facebook, YouTube. So we are getting more audience, and we thank God that we have already comments on the program.
Right.
Thank you very much for commenting. We hope that you may share this program and that you may enjoy, first of all, the program and learn.
It is a privilege for us. It is an honor that you are with us, that you want to spend this 20 or 20-something minutes with us.
Definitely.
Because that's the idea, is to help you think in something different, something that can be edifying or even funny to you.
We have the purpose of course, of bringing joy and entertainment, however, with a purpose. And not only just...
It's not a waste of time.
Exactly.
We want to bring also a message, but with gladness, with the joy of the Lord.
That's it. Sister Olga, last program, we were talking about maturity.
Yes, Uzi.
Yes.
We were talking about that, and I find this very interesting because many of us think that we are grown-ups, that we are enough mature to face life and to face so many challenges, but sometimes
reality
fail.
Is different.
Right. There are certain things that happen in our daily lives.
When we are in the situation, then we realize like, oh, I'm not prepared, or I am not.
Why did I do this or that?
Exactly.
I never expected that from me.
I believe we already mentioned 4 points, or if not 5. 5 points.
I think 5,
And I remember one, which is a sign if you are an immature person. And it is that you cannot be alone. Like, you cannot do things alone.
Right, that you need always a company next to you.
Yeah.
That is a sign that you are not mature. And today we would like to start by mentioning the other 5.
Right.
Well, although I have an extra one. Another sign that you are a mature person is that you listen more and talk less. Biblical.
Yeah.
Definitely. The Bible teaches us also that.
Yeah, the fool is even counted as wise when he's silent.
Yeah, that's right. So when we realize as human beings we are built to hear more, why? Because we have 2 ears.
Right.
And speak less, because that's why the nature, our Heavenly Father gave us one mouth, one tongue. We gain more information, right? And whatever we speak will be based on substantial reasoning. So when you are talking and you don't allow others to speak, it's because maybe you still need to mature.
And Olga, sometimes you feel annoyed, like, when is he or she going to shut up?
Well, I consider I like to listen to people, but sometimes, I feel like tired because they are talking and sometimes repeating the same thing.
Yeah, that's the point when for instance, you are having a nice conversation and suddenly a person who's very talkative starts doing it. And you say, okay, at the beginning, no problem.
I can't stand it.
Yeah. And then you start like listening to the same stuff, like he said it again and he said it again, and come on, move on. So sometimes it's annoying. However, that is a sign, as you are saying, not being mature. And of course, the tip here is to speak less.
Uh-huh.
is to listen,
To listen
more.
more. To listen to, yeah. Well, let me ask you, Uzi, what kind of people do you like to spend time more with?
Wow, that's a good
What
question.
kind of people? Yeah.
Well, to be honest, in terms of knowledge, because in terms of feelings,
There are different circumstances,
exactly.
right?
In
I
terms
get
of
it.
feeling my family,
Of course.
my wife, my son, even my parents-in-law, my parents.
Uh-huh.
So definitely, when it comes to feelings and close people like your family, they are the ones.
Okay.
And when it comes to knowledge, I really want to, or I really love to get closer to those people who have like clear things, and that I know that they are good at something. I know that they have a lot of potential. For instance, Sammy
Okay.
here from Sammy Jr.
Yes.
He knows a lot about music, a lot about editing, sound, and production. So I learn always from him.
Okay. So because you have that interest on music, yeah, of course you like
Yeah, and
to spend time with
of
him.
course, other people like, for instance, our pastor.
Uh-huh.
The
Okay.
knowledge of life and not only about the Bible, but life in terms of living it.
Well, I'm asking about it because another sign that you are a mature person is that you love children and elders. Most of us like to hang out with friends. Of course, most of these friends are of the same age, right?
Right.
However, if you like to spend time with children and older people, you should consider yourself a mature individual.
Wow.
Yeah, quite often spending time with people who are not in your age bracket helps you visualize life in an entirely different manner.
Yeah, I definitely remember before I get married, I really love to go around and take the babies of other brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I remember you
Do
doing
you?
that.
Yeah, I really loved it. And now that I have my son, I love it too.
I think you posted a status on WhatsApp or Facebook, I don't remember, on Saturday that you were with your boy and
Yeah.
you said spending quality time with my boy.
yeah.
I love that.
Oh,
I
that
love
is
it.
definitely beautiful to be able to do.
Yeah.
Because nowadays time is not enough, so we make a lot of excuses and we don't take the time and we don't separate the time for them.
Yeah, you need to set aside time to spend with your loved ones.
yep,
And no
definitely.
screen time, because sometimes we say we're together here sharing some time, but it is not a quality time.
Exactly.
So congratulations,
Thank
Brother
you.
Lucy. Keep on doing so.
Thank you.
In my case, I don't have children near me. Sometimes the ones at church, I like to ask them questions and listen to them.
Right.
But I have to confess it, I love older people. I love to have,
okay.
yes, those old ladies
Yeah.
and listen to them. And
Right.
they are
That's
cute.
beautiful as well.
Uh-huh.
I remember when I was at school, my school was near my grandparents, my mother's side,
Okay.
and I would go there and I would massage my grandma here. She would love it.
Oh,
she would love it.
awesome.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, please come often."
And sometimes maybe people say, oh, but whenever I come closer to this, old person, grandma, grandpa, or just a senior here at church,
exactly.
they say, but they always tell you the same thing. And I find it like exciting. Sometimes my grandpa has already told me so many stories, and
That
I
you
like to
know,
ask the
that you
same
already know
thing.
them.
Yeah, because I think he feels well when he
Yeah,
does it,
yeah.
when there is somebody there listening.
So the tip is, you become or you are mature when you spend time with kids and old people.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And I love the third one.
Oh,
I really love it.
okay.
You
Tell us.
save more than what you expend.
Oh my goodness, that is something serious to talk about today. Oh my God, let me drink some coffee.
Please do it. because this doesn't need much explanation, right?
Yeah,
it's very
clear.
Yeah. Saving more than the expenditures will itself lend credibility to your maturity status. So when you're spending all your salary, maybe you received it, let's say
yesterday.
Yeah,
and
yesterday.
Today
and the weekend you have nothing.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
That's a serious problem.
Yeah, it is.
So you need to grow.
Yeah, and I would like to advise our listeners and viewers that there are a lot of ways that you can many things that you can do, and even applications and tools that you can use in order to
help you manage.
Exactly, help you manage your money and the budget.
I didn't know that we have applications.
There are many. One of those, I'm not being paid for this, but we are not being paid. It's called MoneyWise. MoneyWise is like you enter all your expenses and things that you have to pay, and also your salary or your income.
So the app is telling you when you're about to have nothing?
Exactly.
Oh,
so
that's good.
It measures everything that you spend, and of course it's telling you, hey, be aware because tomorrow you're not going to have money. Yep. And this is very, very common nowadays. We live in a world which is constantly being bombed.
Yeah.
And being pushed by so many
consuming as much as possible.
Exactly. And so we tend to say, yes, if there is a new phone, why I don't have it? And it is easy. I can take a loan, I can take some credit, I can pay in fees and so on. And at the end you say, wow, it's been 4 years and I'm still paying the phone. Like, what?
Yeah, even concerning the climate, you know that there is a concern that, we are destroying everything, our natural resources. But one thing I learned not many days ago is that when you buy less clothes, when you have less clothes, that will help you also save natural resources.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and take care of the environment.
Oh my goodness, that's beautiful.
So take it into account.
Yes, please.
Another thing, you take care of yourself as well as others. So in the run of life, you may give less importance to your life relative to your family members, for instance. However, you must realize you are not less significant. You are also very important. So therefore, you must take out time for yourself and take care of your body and mind.
Yep, that is important as well. Being healthy is part of... Because, for instance, let's talk about people who know they got, let's say, diabetes, and they cannot control themselves and go and buy so
eating
many
habits.
Exactly. Go and buy so many dangerous things that they know it's going to hurt them. It's not going to help them.
The best way is by preventing those sicknesses, right? And the way you prevent them is not just a matter of sending positive messages, okay, I will be well, I will be well, I will be healthy. No,
it's not enough.
You need to take action.
Yep.
So you need to have good eating habits.
Yes.
You need to work out. You need to stress less. You need to sleep more.
And definitely go visit the doctor and follow what the doctor says. Yeah, it depends, of course, on the problem you have, the sickness you have. However, before you get one, you, as you said, prevent it.
Yeah, sometimes we are so stressed because we want to do everything today. We want to do many things, but we don't put aside time for ourselves. And in that way, we are harming our body, and then we will be less productive.
Yeah, and we will regret, I believe, many times, or when we are young, we believe that we have all the strength and that nothing can harm us in the sickness.
Superman forever.
And when you turn 35, 40 something, you start like, I just came upstairs and
I'm
I
not
am
the
out
same.
of breath. Like,
I'm not the same
goodness.
young boy.
Exactly. So we
That's
should
true.
better be careful right now that we're young and not regretting afterwards.
Yeah, that's right. And well, I have two more. I don't know if
Yeah, we
time is
still have
enough.
time.
Yeah? Okay. You indulge more in reading. To be updated is of utmost priority in today's society. And probably one of the best ways to get informed is to read. If you are spending more time reading, this indicates you are serious about your business, which is a sign of maturity.
Wow.
So you want to learn, you want to read, you want to
Yeah.
study. If
Yeah.
you don't like reading much, and
Let's do this math. We have 24 hours a day. And let's see, as money, we manage it. Time, we have to manage it as well, because people say time is money.
yeah,
And definitely, you said, of course, your priorities.
okay,
Your job, your family time, church time, the time with God. But also, what are we spending our extra time, or let's say the spare time that we have sometimes? How are we investing? Are we reading? Are we just watching memes or?
yeah. I think many people today are falling into that. They
Yeah.
are wasting their time in memes.
You know, I don't completely disagree. I agree, because it could be a really short time of relaxing. Let's say 10
it
minutes.
helps, yes, to
It
laugh.
helps.
Uh-huh.
The thing is
And
that
to release those endorphins.
yeah, but
and chemical.
the problem is that when we spend hours
Uh-huh.
watching and watching and watching, like, it's never enough. Like, hey, stop it. We're not learning. We're not being productive. We are not doing something for us
Yeah.
by watching so many memes or funny videos or etc.
Because sometimes even you don't have enough time to sit down, have a good meal with your family because you wasted your time there.
Exactly. So we should be very, very careful, and we should pay attention to those small things in which we are spending our time on.
I think in one of our next programs, we are going to bring some information about the power of reading, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's important. And I know that, for instance, Latin American people, we're not very into reading.
I was about to say that.
However, there should be a way of encouraging this generation to find, because once I listened to a guy who said, like, why not reading a book who a person spends so much time researching and reviewing and making these efforts and then publishing this book, and why aren't we going to spend time reading those values, let's say advice or whatever it is? So definitely reading is powerful. It's a good habit.
Well, and the last one we would like to mention is that you are less argumentative and more accommodating. Let me explain that.
Oh.
There are times when you think you are right in an argument, but by winning an argument, you may lose a friend. Big mistake.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So it may be advisable to refrain from arguing too much at these times.
Right.
Quite often, when things are normal, the other person with whom there was an argument may realize your point of view, or it is also possible that you understand his or her perspective better.
The thing is not to win.
Yeah, is that sometimes you get stuck in your point of view. You don't want to accept, to understand what the next or the other person is saying, just because you want to feel that you are the winner.
Exactly.
That's a big mistake.
The feeling of saying I smashed him, I beat him.
Yeah.
I am the one right.
I was right.
Exactly. So that can provoke or produce enmity, or just, like getting
distance.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
It would create a distance.
For silly things such as, let's say, as you said, I am right, you're not, and I can prove it.
Yeah, and
You
it
know-
happens in relationships like spouses, parents and
Friends.
children, friends, right?
Yeah, coworkers.
It happens.
You did it wrong. You were the one who left this, and because of your fault, it was your fault, and so on, so on. I remember there is a guy or a man of God called Rabbi Zachariah. He's apologetic.
Okay.
And he focuses not on beating people or smashing the people, for instance, atheists.
Okay.
So he is not trying to say you are wrong, I am right. No. He's trying to make him understand. And not saying you're wrong. No. He's
I
trying
agree
to
with
make him
that.
think. Like, just, I am giving you the arguments. Try to think about it. And even when he's on those debates, he says, like, if you have more doubts, we can meet after the meeting and we can talk a little more.
That's great.
Beautiful.
So he's focused on the positive side,
bringing them.
on bringing to the people all those reasons that
Exactly.
he has to convince them
Exactly.
he's right.
It's different to say,
But he's not forcing people.
No. He is exposing why or the point and the argument. And it's never saying, and that's why I am right and you're wrong, or you cannot, because there are more apologetic people and they do that. They want
I
to
love that.
smash that.
Yeah, I
the
love that.
students.
Even when you are, you have a problem within your family, and maybe you want to convince your relative that he or she has to do things in this way.
Right.
But the best thing is just set an example, try to behave as you would like others to behave.
Yep.
And sooner or later, I think they will follow
Understand.
you. Yeah, they will understand.
Yeah. Without forcing, I think they will later think about it, and they would just come to the point of saying, yeah, he's right, she's right. Okay, so problem solved. So
Yeah.
no need of breaking your friendship or making them feel bad.
That's right.
Sister Olga, I think we're running out of time right now. Thank you very much for the valuable information that you brought. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you, and we thank all our listeners for being with us.
Yes, we would like you to be part of the program. Please suggest the topics that you would like us to speak about. We are not assuring that they are going to be brought. However, well, it would be nice to have a list of things that we can bring and that are interesting for people, not only here in Colombia, but abroad, worldwide. So
Yes, and even if you don't agree with something,
We
we are
said-
open to receive your comments.
yeah, definitely. So remember, maturity is not about age. It's about mind.
Yeah,
It's
that's
about
right. Experiences,
experiences.
quality experiences.
Exactly. Thank you very much for listening to this, your program, Sharing Gladness, and we invite you to join us in our next program. God bless you all.